Okay, welcome back to Camus Classics. Today we're going to show you putting the top side of the floor in. We'll show you a little bit of what we've done, and then we'll go ahead and get started putting in the rest of it. Okay, so as you saw in the previous video, we got the floor in from the bottom. This side over here, we've got that all welded. We still got a little cleanup work to do on the inside here, but we gotta wait till we get it back on the frame so that we can take care of it. And then we'll do a little cleanup work. They do make the firewall panel, which is what the remainder of the floor here is. But it's kind of pricey, and we only needed, these 3 inches on both sides. Firewall's in really good shape, so there wasn't much point in replacing it. So we're just going to go ahead and patch in what we need to. On this side was the worst one. It went up, as you can see, about halfway up the tunnel and over. And that side's more just straight. It doesn't really go up the tunnel much. We do have to do a little bit more strength over there because the throttle pedal mounts to the floor on that side, so we will have to do kind of where that big cutout is up to the top there. We will have to do a little bit more work to get that in there. So we are ready. So that's not down. Still won't look like it's down. I have to pour the power to the roof. Okay, so as you can see, I'm wearing my welding helmet so I can film, be able to see. The floor has to be down. That's going to make sure we can clearance for the door, as well as get a good weld on it. So what you can see is we're going to use a porta power. Put the pressure on that to hold it down while he welds it in place. Come back to where you're straight up and down, and start in the middle, and I can hold the other. And so like I told him, if we start here in the middle, we can film and show you a little bit, and then I can go give you my hand of, so we're getting a good job. So we'll show you kind of what we can from there back, and then I'll hop over there and help him. as you can see, we're just moving right along. We're filling in these. We'll have to grind them a bit before we put the sealer on them. It's pretty just repetition going down through there, just weld and move, weld and move, weld and move. So I think what we'll do now is we'll jump back here on the rear wheel and we'll show you welding around the wheel housing. It welds to this floor pan underneath there, so we'll raise this up and then we'll move back there and show you a little bit.
Just press this green button. As you can see, got a bunch of holes drilled down through there, and we're ready to mount it to the floorboard. We're persuading it into place. So again, this is a lot of the same thing. It's just work up or work down, either way. Just go through and get the two pieces touching together and weld it. One question though, that you should probably know, why, while it's still red hot, are you hammering it? It's what we usually call a hot tack. And what it does is when we hit it when it's hot like that, it pulls it down and sucks it down tight, so that if you've got a little gap there, it'll suck it right down. So we
when I was down with Chicago Bridge and Iron, we'd have to hot tack a lot of that stuff and then smack it with a hammer to get it pulled into place. So, and that's what I was doing with this. There was a little bit of gap there, so I hot tacked it and smacked it.
So there you go. There's your new tech tip, way to do things. So if you got your weld red hot, go ahead and hit it with the hammer and it'll suck the pieces together. We're gonna go ahead and we'll finish up putting the floor in. We'll get everything ready to go back down. We kind of don't want to really get in the car much. So we have like the back braces for in the rear seat area. We have a little bit in the transmission tunnel. But we kind of want to get it back down on the frame before we go putting a whole lot of weight through the floorboard. It is in place, but that's just a precaution that we're taking. We probably could go ahead and do it, but just as a precaution, we'll just wait. We'll probably, the next video will be putting the frame and the body back together. We'll show you that. And thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.